10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Alright, so now I will show you, again it's Alex, but now I will show you how to micro solder header pins. I don't know if you can see this, but the room I have to solder is less than the thickness of my fingernail. Let me fix that pin. Less than the thickness of my fingernail, with almost zero room for error. If there's errors, there is a few ways to fix it, but they're not very easy. Currently, I have solder stuck in there, so I gotta get that out. Ooh. And I have my smoke absorber fan to get away the smoke. I will clamp this like so. Take my desoldering. I take the solder gun. I'll do like so. And it'd probably be best to do like this. This way I can get it from underneath. And then I push button. And I think that's good. Or not good. Alright, so let's just do this. So what I'll do is I'll take this, since I already made one mistake with this, as you guys can probably tell, I will get that solder nice and soldered, nice and warm, to allow the pin to come through. It's a bit hot. Let me use this. So while I'm doing this, I push up, and there you go, that problem's fixed. Now you want to take solder. It's best to wrap it around like this, and then you want to just get, you don't want to warm up the solder, you want to warm up the piece of wire or whatever, and get just a tiny bit. Whenever you feel it hot, you want to do like so. And usually just a bead of solder is enough to do it. So there you go. And when soldering, it's usually best to do it with a surface you can put your hand on for steadiness. Because I know very few people can actually keep their hand steady with absolutely nothing to help. But now, because the board will be hot, you want to use regular tweezers. You want to adjust this like so. So this way you can continue soldering. And then I'll take this like so. Do just like so. And continue soldering. Now I don't know if you noticed, But off to the side I have a sponge and this. It's a wire cleaner to clean the soldering iron. And then the sponge is to help clean it off also. You just take it and wipe it like that. And you're good. Now, time for the next set of pins. I will take them. I will place them in board. I will then use these tweezers and take the clamper tweezers and clamp these regular tweezers, because these regular tweezers will be better for this. Because the clamping tweezers are a bit too wide to get to the other end. As I struggled. Alright. Now, let's get this all soldered up, and then we'll be done. Now you just take solder, just a bit, not too much, not too little, just bead of solder. Ooh. Okay, now that I got that, I'm gonna pick my breadboard, and I'm just gonna place this. Ooh. I'm just gonna place it down like so. Because I realized some of my pins weren't straight. If you have that problem, you just want to get a breadboard, which usually come with Arduinos, which you would usually get with this stuff. And you just want to put the board into the breadboard, and then you can continue your soldering. Let me move this out since I don't need it anymore. Then you want to take this, continue soldering, solder some more till you're, ooh, that's close. And as you can see, when it gets close to my hands, I just put out more solder. Try not to break it, but try pull on more solder and continue on. Ooh. Alright, so this is actually a good example of what not to do if you get two pieces stuck together. But now I'm going to show you what to do if you do so. So you're going to get a good piece of this, which is called solder wick. And then you want to get something to cut the solder wick with. Wire cutters will do fine. You want to cut the part off that you've used. And for me, it's just the tip. And there's multiple ways to do this. My way is you just take it. This is how I learned from someone. You do that. You just take this. And it heats up. And it should absorb enough solder for you to disconnect it. And there you go. And then you should probably not get your sponge stuck. Clean your Now, if you don't have this specific kind of thing, what else works is a metal brush. And because that's technically what it is. So I finished soldering, and now I take the board out. You want to do this very carefully, because the solder points might be a bit weak, since of course you just did them. And meanwhile, while I'm taking this out carefully, I'll explain some of the ways to tell if it's a perfect solder. So, it's a perfect solder when it meets up directly with the wire. Like you could, like this, you could set this appear something flat on it, and it'll line up perfectly with one that has not been done. And there you have it. Your Tello Talent Robomaster now has an attachment for an Arduino. And that's all, and I'll see you guys next time.